So here's the introduction. All right, this is a special episode, my friends, of my family. For Christmas, I did a DNA test. It was the coolest Christmas present I think I ever did, where I got my mom, my dad, and myself our DNA test done. And I've got the results here. So we've got my mom and my dad, Judy and Paul Carlin, on the line. And another reason I did this, and we're doing this now, it's actually my son Ethan's 15th birthday, and I thought this would be a great present for him to know his family genetics, background, culture, history, and all that. So Ethan, here is some information about where you come from. So without further ado, Mom, Dad, how do you feel?
Very excited.
Yeah, really excited guy.
Really
yeah,
interested.
it really is. Never had a DNA before in my life, so this will be interesting.
Any guesses what you think that you will have before we unleash the results here? What do you think are the, where do you think you're from?
Okay, you know what? My information is that my father's family came from England, but my father's mother actually was Jewish. My mother's family, apparently the father was French and Irish, and my mother's mother was German. So that's all the information that I have. Okay, and it's a huge surprise.
So I'll do you first, Mom, and then we'll reveal your results here. And then I'll ask Dad what he thinks his is, and I'll reveal his results, and then I'll do mine last.
Okay.
Hey, sounds good, son. Sounds good.
Dad, this is...
Yeah, we should have a drum roll here.
Well, I don't know if you could see this. So when I pulled this up, it had this really cool... All right, so it says, Dear Quinton, view DNA results. So ready to explore Judy's ethnicity. So it's got you listed here under your account that I set up for you. Let's go. Judy is 49% English.
49% English, yeah?
All right.
16% Scandinavian.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Is that you, Jim?
Yeah.
Scandinavian. Look at your face.
Believe that.
12% Italian.
Lorraine is going to be thrilled.
8% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. 8%. And 13% two more ethnicities. Nothing about Jewish.
Oh,
Okay.
you told me that.
Yeah.
So to recap, you're 49.7% English, 16.5% Scandinavian,
Yeah.
12% Italian. Buongiorno. That's why we were in Italy together.
That's why I like Italy so much.
8.8% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. And then you're 13% two more ethnicities. So that could be the Jewish part right there. Who knows?
Yeah, which it's undefined.
So
Well, that's kind of
13% kind of.
Oh, they just leave it at that. They didn't say, I thought I was waiting for the 13%.
It just said 13% two more ethnicities. So you have two more in there that are add up to be 13%.
Undefined.
Yeah.
Undefined.
Maybe
So,
there's enough data.
Mom, how do you feel?
Mom was surprised about the Scandinavian and the Italian.
No kidding.
Yeah. But she's right.
And nothing German?
Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. No German. But maybe that German is in the 13%.
Yeah, maybe German and Jewish. I have no idea, but I do know that my grandmother's name was totally German. So, and my mother's mother was a German name, and my father's mother is a Jewish name. And there had been family talk about both German, both Jewish. Who knows? Maybe those are the 13%. The other two.
So 13%. I'm just not sure. So wow. So how do you feel about that?
how do I feel about that? Very surprised, as you say. Everything else is totally what I knew, except for, as you say, about the Scandinavian, but the lacking, the German, the Jewish, that's a surprise, but it could be in the 13%. That's, what else can you do with it? What else can you do with it? Okay, you know what?
How can you fight heritage, eh?
And then when you find out what Dad's results are, and then if you look into yours, we'll see what yours.
So that's why I'm doing it. You first, then Dad, then me, and I'll be like a blend of both of you.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, Dad, are you ready for yours? So, Dad, what do you think you are?
Well, all I've ever known really is I know my dad came from Glasgow, so that's all the Scottish, of course. But my mom was a local girl. She was in Vancouver, but she's Irish, Hanan, eh? And that's about it. Scottish and Irish.
So you think Scottish and Irish?
Scottish,
all right.
Would be the main one.
Are you ready?
But yeah, it'll be interesting too to see, because that's all I really know. So if anything comes up like, you know, off the wall, I'll be surprised. I don't really.
So it says, ready to explore Paul's ethnicity.
ready or not, here we come.
Let's go.
Let's do it. I can tell Mama's basically surprised.
So Paul is, Dad, you're 97.9% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
You're 1% Finnish. Finnish.
I'll be darned, eh? Finland. Yeah. Scandinavian, too.
You're Asian. You're 1% Central Asian.
Talking about me? Me?
Yeah. From Kazakhstan. You're Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan.
Pakistan.
Did you say Pakistan?
No. Kazakhstan.
Oh,
Kazakhstan, yes.
Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Central Asian.
Oh, that's an Asian? No, you're kidding. 1%?
So 97.9% Irish, Scottish. Like 97.9% Irish, Scottish, Welsh. 1.1% Finnish.
Finnish, yeah.
And 1% Central Asian.
Oh, the last one was really a surprise.
Central Asian, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan.
You know what, I think that is in the northern part of like China, in that area.
Well, it's around, it's north, it's around Mongolia, China, and south of Russia.
From Mongolia, that's right.
Oh my God! Well, you know, the first thing I thought of, who was it? The Mongolian, the famous guy. Just happened to see him. Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, yeah.
Yeah, Genghis Khan, Mongolia.
Yeah, Mongolia.
Darn, that 1% though is really a surprise. The Scots
97 point something percent Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. So you were exactly right on what you thought you were. Like, you're like, well, I'm probably Irish and Scottish.
Well, I thought the Irish, Scottish, and Finnish would finish it. And so what got me, blindsided me, was that 1% Asian. Where did that come from? That's amazing.
Well, and Mom, I'm just looking at yours again here. So you were mostly English, so 49% English. And I just wanted to bring up this because I didn't look at the map last time, because the map on Dad showed so it says 12 more. Oh.
Well, if I got some of these ones like Mom, undecided or whatever. I think pretty well I used all my percentages.
So Mom, I think you are the other two that says 2 more ethnicities. It is shaded on the map around Greece. So I think the other 2 are around Greece. And what is above Poland?
Poland is Russia. Poland is Russia. Above Poland.
Above Poland, but I just want to take a look because but that's also kind of close to Israel. So, okay, so right above Poland. So basically, the 2 that it had you kind of, 2 other ethnicities. The shaded was in Greece, and and above Greece, above there, it was above Poland, which is Estonia, Latvia, and Belarus. So that's where. So it was shaded above Poland, which is next to Poland, which is Belarus, Latvia, and Estonia, and then the other shaded part for the second one was Greece.
Well, there used to be 3 countries: Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, small countries that went into that Russia took over.
Yeah, and
what's interesting is that's right south of Finland, Dad. And you said that you were 1% from Finnish. So both you and Mom have a little bit of that Northern European.
Yeah, right. That's right, they do.
Be my mom's mother, like Northern Germany.
Yeah. So Dad's got Ireland, English, and Scotland. All of Finland is covered, and then you've got Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan shaded in Asia.
So Mom and I were both kind of blindsided because Mom was blindsided by the Finnish and the Italian, and I was sure blindsided about the Asian. 1%. That's amazing. But like I said, the 49% didn't make Mom or I blink about Mom's English, and then that 97% Irish and Scottish. I thought that Finland would do it. So like I said, my blind side was that little 1%.
Right.
Pretty amazing.
So now it's my turn. So
I was going to say, it'll be interesting now to hear yours.
Yeah. So I'm going to be basically a blend of both of yours.
So we asked you the same question, son. What do you think?
Well,
what do you think right now?
looking at the stats, I bet y'all be like very high Irish, English, maybe
Scotch, Welsh.
Yeah, but maybe Scandinavian, you know? That's probably where I get my height from. Maybe I was a Viking.
Yeah, the height would be interesting. 6'7". That's
So here I go. I'm actually pretty nervous, actually. This is really
it is exciting, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah. Okay. Man.
All right.
It's like opening a door to the unknown, kind of, unexplored territory.
Okay. So here we go.
Okay, son.
Quinton, are you ready to explore your ethnicity?
Take a deep breath and a drink of water and go for it.
It says, Quinton, you are 56% Irish, Scottish, Welsh.
Yeah.
57%.
Other is English.
I'm 29% English. Scandinavian. I'm 12% Scandinavian.
There you are.
Wow.
That's something.
I'm Greek. I'm Greek.
Oh, there's Mom had some Greek.
I'm Greek.
Harry was too bad Harry wasn't here still.
Wow. I'm about 2% Greek.
Oh, 2%.
So 57% Irish, Scottish, Welsh.
Yeah.
About 30% English.
Yeah. Those two are right on.
12% Scandinavian, which is like Norway, Denmark, Sweden. Wow. That's crazy. And I'm 1.6% Greek, about 2% Greek.
Yeah, Finland, Norway, and Sweden. That's the Scandinavian ones, eh?
So, Denmark, which is interesting. Like literally, I'm half of Mom.
Yeah.
You were 50% English, right? Mom was 50% English. I'm 29, about 30% English. Dad, you were 97% Irish, Scottish, Welsh. Yeah. Basically, you're 97%, almost 100%. I'm 56%. So I'm exactly half of each of you, basically.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And then plus Scandinavian. So I've got more Scandinavian, maybe because Dad, you've got the Finnish and Mom, you've got the Scandinavian. And then Greek. I don't know where the Greek came from because, Mom, you had Greece. Your other was hovering over Greece. So that's probably where I get that from. So maybe you're 6% Greek, 6%, Estonian or Eastern European. So, man, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it really is. It really is interesting.
And yeah, so I guess Ethan, you're watching this. You're going to be a mix of all of this as well.
Right.
Wow.
Well, Ethan had some different ones, don't forget, because of his mother in the native side of him, right?
Yeah. So let's look at, what's also interesting is I've got family members I've matched with.
Oh.
So I've gotten messages here from other family members that have matched through this same DNA. So I've got matches. And Dad, so do you. And I've got messages from these people.
That is really interesting.
And I didn't get that, son. Who are they from?
Other people with my same heritage, with my same genes.
Okay.
We're related. So I've got matches.
We'll need pictures.
I've got a picture here. I've got this match from someone. He's my first cousin, twice removed. His name's William Quinn. He's 60 from USA. And I've also got another one from, I've got a third or fourth cousin, Barbara from the USA.
What's her last name?
Jean Drone. And William Quinn. And I've got another from USA, Ruth Lom. And I've got another cousin, Nate. I've got all these different matches here of cousins.
Nate, N-A-T-E?
Yeah, so I could send you all these. So I've got about, wow, there's a lot. I've got about 20 matches of cousins. And I've got some messages here from some of them.
So Mom and I would have those same things, eh? And they get
so I'm just looking in your
like, who are these people that are answering though? Like, how do they?
They've had their DNA done as well, and their match, the company matches the same DNAs to the different families. Their DNA would have been just the same as his.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I'll be darned. So you got these hits already, eh?
So I'm looking at DNA matches for you, Dad. Dad, you've got the same ones as me.
Oh, you're kidding. The same ones you
Some of them are different. You've got Patrick O'Doherty, sounds in Great Britain. He's your third cousin. You've got Brian Decker. He's your third cousin in the U.S. in his 40s. You've got Maureen Hetzens, which is your third cousin in the U.S. You have David Longerin in the U.S. in his 40s, third cousin. And you've got about 6 more. And here I am, Quinton Carlin, estimation relationship, son. So it's accurate. I'm your son. But then it says Quinton Carlin is in South Korea, estimated relationship, and then it says son. Dad, okay, this is interesting. So Dad, we've got 49.8% shared DNA.
Oh, really? 49.
49.8% that we share our DNA, and we've got 22 shared segments. I'm going to review the tree here. And I'm going to review the DNA match. So we've got 49. Yeah, wow, that's so interesting. So estimated relationship, son, father, age, 70s. Paul Carlin and you, Europe, we're 100. Wow, this goes so in depth. Really, really interesting. Mom, you want to see how many connections you have?
Sure.
And yeah, it'll be interesting to see our DNA matching.
Yeah, it will be.
Oh, Belatic. Okay, so here I have your other 12% or the other. Okay, so Mom. Okay, so I've got more information for you here, Mom. You are 5.4% Greek,
Wow.
Italian 12%, and Baltic, so Eastern Europe, Baltic, 7.6%. So that was your other.
Well, that's why Mom liked Madeline Security so much, right? She's a Greek singer like that. That's why Mom liked her so much. Greek.
So
Do
Amazing.
you know what my mother's grandfather, and I had taken it for being Spanish, but I think then he's probably Italian. His name was Alfonso. That would be the Italian link.
Well, Alfonso, yeah,
Alfonso.
That's Italian, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was.
wow. So we all have the same relatives here that are connected. We all have basically the same, I see the same names here. But these are your first cousins. So for me, they're my second and third. But for you, it's your first cousin. So you've got a first cousin, the same Derek Baldwin, the same Ruth Lamb that was also mine is matched with you. Judith Brown, which was also matched with me.
Judith.
Nate, again, Nate came back up. So I'll send you all these names and you could actually message them. We could send messages. And I got some messages from some already, actually. So that's really interesting. So let's see our DNA. So review DNA. So you and I, we share 50% DNA.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
exactly 50% DNA. And says same thing, son relationship.
And you and I were 49%, weren't we? So we're pretty close. We're reporting. You and I?
Yeah.
So it's pretty right on with Mom and I. She's 50, I'm 49.
Well, Dad, you 49.8. So I've got 2.2% more Mom in me than you.
I was going to say, Mom's got the
2.2%.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, eh?
That's really amazing. Wow, it's so accurate. Okay, so here's my so Judy, Mom, you have a message. So it says, Judy, I'm the granddaughter of William McTavish and think you may know him somehow or be kin to him somehow. I would love to know for sure, and if so, do you have information on his side of the family? He has been really hard to trace as his father came here from Scotland, and I do not pay for ordering the searching beyond USA. Any help would be appreciated. Here's my email. Nice to meet you. So you've got a new family member, Mom.
That's incredible. Her name is Judith McTavish?
Well, you've got many, but the one who contacted you was Deanne Simmons.
Oh, Deanne Simmons, no. Okay.
So I'm going to email you her email, and you guys can connect. And let's see if any of us have, because I know that I got a message before. So I want to see if I got any messages, because I think I did get some messages.
I'd be interested to know if this Nate has tried to reach me. Nate. Just when you have a moment.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to find. I open all these different links here.
Alfonso.
Oh, here's a message. Yeah.
Not Spanish.
Okay. Actually, I think that you're the only one that got a message, Mom. I'm not sure. I can't find our other accounts through Dad and everything. So what do you guys think of that?
Oh, that's sure a lot of detail, more than I was figuring.
Right.
Well, I would be interested in seeing pictures.
Of these people?
Yep.
Well, yeah, like we can connect with them. I can send all of them messages actually through here. So that'll be probably the next step.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
super interesting. So I just can't believe the yeah, like you said. Like, isn't that cool? Like, what a cool thing to do, to really know.
Yeah.
What's really interesting though is that there's no Jewish.
I know.
But like that, oh yeah, well, you had rectified that though later, eh? You said you found more, the other two ones that, so it didn't really say Jewish, eh?
You know what I think? Like, I know that there's Jewish in us. I just know that because of family talk and just various things. But I wonder about the Northern European connection around, Poland and so on. I think that I thought that it would be from Israel to England. Because of the family talk.
Right.
But there was a whole lot of Jewish settlement in Northern Europe as well. And so maybe that's where the Northern European connection, where the Jewish connection is through the Northern Europe.
You're right. There's a lot of Jewish in Poland and all that, because that's what the Hitler and that rounded all them up with. A lot of them were in Europe, eh?
So, but I thought that there would be the genetic heritage of the Jewish.
Yeah, I thought there'd be
heritage.
Right.
Something like that too, just to, like, come up and hit you right in the face about Jewish.
So I'm
actually, you know what though? This can't be right. What? This cannot. So listen to this. This is crazy.
More surprise?
It says I have 10,000 DNA matches.
You have?
No. How can that be?
I was going to say, how can they know that?
It says showing 10,095 DNA matches.
Yeah, that sounds a little extreme.
Well, here, let me try yours, Dad. You've got 13,000 DNA matches.
Oh, no, there's some, that's kind of...
It could be something we don't understand.
Yeah.
It could be.
And Mom's got 7,855 DNA matches.
Mom's a low one on the totem pole.
I wonder what that is.
I have no idea.
Diana's just saying it might be something that we don't understand the concept of DNA matches. We need to investigate, find out what heritage says about that.
Yeah, it might be people that have the similar background.
But they're the same.
Showing, it says DNA matches.
Yeah, same.
So what is that, worldwide?
This would be worldwide.
World, kind of in the world, yeah. Well, there's how many billion? 7 billion of us? Doesn't sound a very big number. When you look at 7 billion.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
I don't know how they do it.
We're supposed to have, like, our DNA genetics are supposed to be unique, individual, one of a kind. So I don't understand either what that means, and we'd have to have it defined by.
Yeah.
Like, what is it indicating?
So what do you think, son, of the whole procedure?
I mean, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, like look at it. So just to looking at it. So I'm basically North and Western European, and so Irish, Scottish, Welsh, 56%, English 30%, Scandinavian 12%, South Europe. So I'm basically just 100% European. Dad's Asian. Maybe that's why you have those good.
I should be in Busan.
You should be over here.
I should be over there. I'll be accepted with open arms.
Maybe that's why you age so well, Dad. You've got those Asian genes. There's a saying that Asians don't raisin, Asians don't wrinkle. So that's why.
That's funny. Wow.
So the Asian kind of blindsided me, that's for sure.
Yeah, right. That's hilarious. Well, is there anything else you want to kind of say before we kind of wrap this up?
Well, I noticed as soon as you said Asian, Mom slid her chair a little further away from me. I said when he said Asian, slid her chair a little further away from me.
Well, that's interesting.
I never got it, son. You never got it.
It's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
I think that it's all really interesting and just something to think about. Take it for what it says. Take it for what it says.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know how they got those other figures, though. I agree, because 10,000, 7,000, 13,000 sounds like.
Right.
How did they get that so suddenly?
Right. Well, no, this was really, really interesting. I thought that was super, super interesting. And I guess it's Ethan's birthday. I might try and send this video to him. Did you guys want to say anything to him as far as his 15th year and his family history? Now he kind of knows his other side of the family.
Yeah. Well, I would just say it is recorded for posterity. This is what heritage DNA genetic testing is indicating about our genetics, and we go with this, and it'll be interesting to see if we can find pictures of these people who are supposedly part of the same gene pool, and just go with it and see how that part turns out. So, and happy birthday to Ethan, 15. Yeah, time keeps ticking along.
Ethan, happy birthday there, buddy. And I agree, it'll be interesting that you have all this. You can research this when you get a little older. And this is the big thing nowadays, is this heritage. Everybody's getting into it to find out about their DNA and what nationalities are in them and all that. And I think you'll find it very interesting. But I agree, then you'll know a lot more about your family tree, eh? And once again there, buddy, the big 15. Can't believe you're 15 already. Congratulations and happy birthday there, Ethan.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. I can't believe 15 years has gone by already. So there you go, Ethan. Here's your other half of the family dynamics. Like I'm half of my mom. I'm actually 50.02% my mom, 49.8% my dad. So 50-50, just like you are. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and everyone on this episode. It was one of probably my most interesting ones so far, because learned a lot about my parents and where I came from and where we all came from and all these other family members that have been discovered and messaging us. So this has been a very, very eye-opening episode, and there's different resources you can do. You can use 23andMe. 23andMe has DNA kits or MyHeritage, and yeah, check it out. It's great presents for birthdays or Christmas to kind of, it's very unique and very meaningful. So I highly recommend it.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Sorry?
Thank you so much for doing this.
My pleasure. Thank you for everything you guys have done for me and for giving me my heritage and bringing me into this world from all over the world. It's really cool. And it's amazing how, Dad, you're just right on. You're like, well, I'm probably Irish and Scottish. And it came back 97%.
97%. Well, I agree, son. Thanks a lot. It was a real unique present. It really was. It was really interesting. It's really, like I said, unique from other presents, I must say. I really enjoyed it. It really was
Very
a
good
lot of
idea.
fun.
Very good
And
idea.
now I figure we all know each other better.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
know our genetic roots.
We know our family roots and our culture and where we come from. And just looking at you two, I'm literally half of both of you.
That's amazing.
Meshed together. Like that's pretty incredible to see just how accurate like that 50% genetic makeup is of just, both people's parents. They're literally a creation of half of each of their parents, like right on the nose. It's 50%. It's really interesting to see how accurate that science is. So
49.8 and then 50%. You can't get much closer than that, eh? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
that is an amazing stat.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into learning the Greek language.
Wow, really?
That's on my next, I'm joking.
Well, you could. Greece was my favorite place everywhere I went in Europe. When I got to Greece, I just felt like, wow, this is my favorite place.
Yeah.
So maybe now that I am Greek, I can go and get residency or citizenship there or something. Who knows? Go retire in Santorini. It's like the most beautiful place in the world.
Just go there and throw Harry's name around. Everyone knows Harry there.
Right. Well, yeah. Uncle Harry was a very, very special family member to all of us. And he was like the definition of a Greek kind of godfather. And yeah, he was as Greek as they come. And yeah, it's sad that he's passed away this past year, and loved him a lot. And yeah, it's nice to hear that we've got that heritage in common.
You'll have to get a copy made of that picture of Theo and Greg and Harry together. They call it the Greek Mafia. They're all involved.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
You cross the family.
The Godfather, yeah.
Cross the family. Yeah, the Godfather. That was classic. Yeah. Well, Mom, Dad, thanks for and Diane, thanks for setting this up on your computer to get us all connected. This was amazing. You're part of our family here as well, Diane.
You're welcome anytime.
So Diane can get in the picture there, Diane.
Yeah, great to see you.
Love your mom and dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great supper here at Diane's too, son.
I miss that home cooking. I'll be back this summer.
You'll be back this summer. We'll catch up.
Yeah. Actually, while I have you guys, why don't I run this idea by you? This will be very interesting to get your reaction.
Go ahead.
So, since you had a very, very cold, long winter there, right? It was a very long winter. And I just got back from a month in Bali, where it was just amazing. And Dad, you said you wanted to be on the next plane over there. What if, here's an offer, next winter, if I covered, we get a villa together, I rent the villa to come to Bali for however long you want. I'm going to be there for a month. If you guys want to come, spend a month in Bali outside of the cold Canadian winter, I'll pay for the whole accommodation. All you need to do is get there.
You guys should think about it seriously.
Think about it.
Something to think about, son. How about the python, though?
Yeah, I told my parents how I had a massive python snake come and attack me. That was when I was laying down by the pool. But no, it's an offer because I'm thinking you're both retired. This was my Christmas present to you this year, was to do this DNA assessment to get your family history. Next year, my Christmas present is to get us all together, get you out of cold winter, come to Bali for a month. I'm going to be there for a month. I'll rent a villa. We'll all have our own room. And it would be great to have a month vacation
in the warm.
And you were saying it was, what, 25 there, did you say?
It's nice. It's nice. It's about plus 25, sunny every day.
Yeah, Green, yeah, that's for sure.
There'll be a pool. The villa will have its own private pool. So I'm going to get a villa with a pool. Each of us will have a private room. There'll be 3 rooms, and we'll do that. I'll rent it out for the whole month. And that's my next year's Christmas present to you.
Well, that sounds very,
Tempting.
yeah, something to think about. That's for sure, son. Really,
Okay.
yeah.
So think about it. We've got a year to plan it, and tickets, if you book them far enough out, you can get really good deals for quite cheap. So once you get there, everything is like I showed you how much these meals cost. I was getting 90-minute massages, Dad, for $9. A 90-minute massage. They come to your room and they give you a massage for 90 minutes for $9.
Mom will never leave her room.
So this was this year's present for you guys. Next year's present is that offer.
Well, that's a very generous offer, son. Something to think about, that's for sure.
Well, I love you guys so much, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. So it's just a fraction of what I can do for you. So I know that these winters there are long, and you guys have been talking about it all winter. And I know you seeing these pictures I've been sending you of me surfing in Bali for the month, you're like, oh. So now I'm extending the olive branch and offering you an opportunity to come there and spend some nice time together. So we can talk about it more,
Sure.
but just wanted to put that out there here.
Well, that's great, son. Yeah, something to think about. Like I said, that's really nice, very generous offer, though, son.
Well, that's the least I can do. The least I can do for everything you've done for me.
Yeah.
Once again, thanks a lot for this DNA. I found it really interesting, really.
Absolutely. Well, this is a keepsake for our family heritage. For this video can be passed down from generation to generation. So, Ethan, this is going to be in your hands. So.
I don't know about my twin sister when I tell her we got Asian in me. I'll go, hello, I've got a bad connection here. Hello. Hey, Les, don't hang up.
So mom's going to be studying Greek, Dad, and you can start studying Chinese. How? All right, guys.
Interesting. You know what? I just have to add this before we close off. Today, when I went by the Greek Orthodox Church on 124th Street, there's a big sign there that talks about Greek language studies. And I just noticed it today, Greek language studies. And it takes me back to the days when I was in Greece, and I think of the little kids that are of the Greek descendants, and they would be going there for their Greek studies. And so this is why I was thinking, okay, right down the street, Jody learned the Greek language, but no, it won't happen. But no, it's not going to happen. You have to use it in order to happen. No, it's not going to happen. But it's just nice to know that, like Mom's grandfather was Alfonso. Yeah, I have that recorded. Alfonso, and I thought that he was Italian, but now Mom's mother was a very Greek name, and I can't remember what it is, but I have that recorded as well. So, not a Greek name, a German name. So, anyway.
Well, now we know. The.
And that's the end of the story.
We sure do.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for everything, and people listening, go ahead. This might be something you want to try with your family. It's a great bonding experience, and you never know what your results will find. So,
you know what? Hey son, just before you sign off, it just dawned on me. I see these little Chinese guys at Peter Hemingway in the locker rooms, and they go like this when they're kind of leaving. I'll have to do this next time I see them. Hi, you guys. I'm one of you guys. We've got something in common. I'll give them the bow. Put my hands together. That's the way. Sayonara, buddy.
Sayonara.
Sayonara, buddy.
Conjine pool, Paul. Conjine pool.
Well, you know what's funny, Dad, is that how you said how after people did this test, the commercial for it. There's a guy there, a German guy in a kilt and doing like, you know, the bagpipes or something, Scottish. And then in the next scene, he's eating spaghetti at an Italian restaurant because his genes changed.
That's right.
That's
right.
He thought he was something different. So yeah, it's worth getting it tested.
All right.
See you guys.
Here, take care of yourself.
Okay, son.
Love you. Bye-bye. Yeah, Dad.
Thanks again, son. That's really a great present. I really mean it. Thanks a lot, son. It was really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And very interesting.
My pleasure. Love you guys.
Okay, bye, son.
Love you.
Love you, son.
Yeah.
Love you, son.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Are we still on?
We're still on. I just wanted to catch that last laugh.
We're live. We're still live, eh?
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, son.
Bye.
Love you, guy.
Love you too, Dad. Bye, Mom.
Bye, son.